Welcome back, guys. What's up? It is Gaijin Films. We are back, and here today we're talking about something special. We're talking about something nice. We went over this before, but I just want to go over a few things that I probably left out the first couple times and just address some of the things and some of the use cases that I use this Tilta Float on, and some of the things that might help you guys out when it comes to balancing and setting it up. So let's just go over that right now, because I know it can be frustrating. I know it can be confusing. It's okay. We all go through it. It's fine. I went through it when I was setting this whole thing up, and I don't want you guys to, get discouraged, because when you get a piece of equipment like this, it can be a little overwhelming, especially at first, getting to learn how to balance and where to use it and all that kind of stuff. So let's just knock it all out and just go over little things that I've, experienced with it thus far. I've had it for about, I think I've had this thing for about, I want to say 4 months, going on 4 months. And my experience with the Tilta Float has been fairly good. One of the things that I've noticed is that the size of it, it's kind of massive when it comes to setting it up for when you're going to say you're shooting a wedding. You're having to go up there and just set everything up before everything starts. It's a good amount of things that you need. You need a light stand, you need a gimbal, you need the Tilta Float itself and all of its components. So it's a few things to kind of think of before you even arrive to a shoot. So hopefully some of those things we can kind of speed up for you and just get out the way so you're not having to be so nervous when you get out there, because I definitely was. So whenever it comes to balancing this thing, I highly recommend that you just take it and balance it while it's up on the light stand, because at first the thing I was doing, and a lot of people I've noticed have been doing, is balancing it when it's on the ground. You don't want to balance this thing when it's on the ground, because it's going to be really hard. And I've done that, and I'm like, I set it up on the light stand, I'm trying to use it, and I'm like, why is it flipping up and down, going sideways and all that? Listen, it's easy, it's simple. It makes it so much better when you actually balance it horizontally on the light stand, okay? Don't be like me. It's hard, it's difficult, it's not fun. Make sure you do it, because... So, some of the use cases that I really use it for is basically commercial shoots, short films, music videos, that kind of deal, where you're able to kind of have a controlled setting. So if you're able to go somewhere, you know where you're going to be, you know the location, you can set up prior and all that kind of stuff. It's more easy to use in those kind of use cases versus run and gun kind of stuff, obviously. But one of the things I do want to address is that Tilta Float now has an attachment that you can put onto this device, just the arm. So you don't necessarily need the long pole thing to, get the shots. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Not to take anything away from it, but I can definitely see myself using that attachment a lot more than using the extension rod all the time. I call it an extension rod. I don't know why. It's a carbon fiber thing, the carbon fiber thing, okay? Put that out there, just kind of have an idea of what you want to use it for and where you want to use it to really make the process a lot easier. And also balancing it on the horizontal plane. So whenever you have it balanced horizontally, this rod here, let me go ahead and just open this up so you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So when it comes to this piece right here, you definitely want to just have this, leave it small, obviously, set it up how you would with the, the tripod stand at the end and everything. But once you have that all set up, you have your light stand, set it up on the light stand, loosen it up, and balance it when it's like this, because, son, it's a night and day difference. The control, the tension arm and everything, it's a lot easier when you already have it balanced on the light stand and you're getting it adjusted. So you're gonna wanna turn on your Ronin while it's balanced before you turn it on, leave it off, balance it horizontally, and then turn it on, and then balance it from that point with the HDMI and everything else connected to it. Now, I've already put out videos about the full setup, so I'll leave those in a link down below so you guys can click on those and just see that. But I just want to go over some of the little issues that some of you guys have brought up. Also, someone has mentioned if you're able to use this without with the gimbal locked, and my answer to that is basically why? You just get a Steadicam for that. You know what I mean? You get way more out of this if you balance it correctly. And I understand a lot of people have had that frustration of not knowing how to use it. And it's messing up on me. Trust me, take the time, be patient. Listen, I'm just gonna throw this in here. I don't care. All right, listen. One of the things I wanna say, I understand. Take your time when it comes to this. No one's gonna learn it overnight. I definitely did not learn this thing overnight. It takes a lot of time. And I'd say solid for the average person, I would say probably 3 to 4 months, you know, depending on how good you are, how determined you are to learn it. Take your time with it, learn it. It's a piece of gear that's gonna help you on future shoots. The thing I also wanna put out there is that the amount of opportunity that will be open to you learning a piece of gear like this is endless. Commercial shoots are always looking for Steadicam users. Music videos are always looking for Steadicam users. I understand it's not just a standard Steadicam, but it's basically where the industry is moving towards. So if you can get a leg up on that opportunity and just execute it, then do that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. And once again, like I always preface, it does not matter what gear you have. It's all about how you use that gear and how it can benefit you in the shoots that you're doing. So don't look at all this stuff here or just look, oh, I can't, dude. It took me like almost 5 years to accumulate just a gimbal. So please, you see this? You see this? That was my whole life. That was my whole life savings. So going back onto the gimbal. Sarah's behind the camera. She's having to deal with this shit all the time. And I commend her for it. And you know, just thank you. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will get to you as soon as I can. And we can just, you know, have a little discussion. I know a lot of people are starting to get this thing right now and it's really cool. And I've seen a lot of people really excited. I've seen a lot of people really upset and frustrated. And trust me, I get it. So like I said, I've uploaded, I think 2 videos about this thing, fully setting it up, fully like rigging it and all that kind of jazz. So you guys feel free to go and check those things out. And yeah, I hope this has been informative, but anything else I'm forgetting? Yeah, basically just the use cases. Don't be like me. Okay, so when it came to this thing, I was wanting to I'm getting into a lot of car shoots recently, so I've been wanting to take it to like car shows and car meets and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, what if I bring it here? The space of it, all right? The size of this thing it's not that big, but my biggest concern is just bringing it on a run and gun type of shoot, is smacking someone's grandma in the face. I'm not trying to do that. So I'd rather just bring an easy rig or just shoot handheld, whatever, or just bring your standard gimbal. There is nothing wrong with something like this and just using this. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's all in like the situation you're in and what you want to use it for and what the shoot calls for. 9 times out of 10, you're shooting a professional music video, a professional commercial shoot. They'll want you to have the full setup. And again, showing up with this thing to a professional shoot blows minds because they're like, holy, you know, they don't expect that. A lot of people don't know what this thing is. So when you show up with it, they're like blown away. I've had 0 issues when convincing any clients on any ideas that I've had or any kind of direction that we might want to take a shoot because they just automatically trust it. I know it's so stupid too. It doesn't matter like what you have. They should just appreciate and trust you off of your vision. But unfortunately, it's a sad truth of the world. You know, it just helps out. But I mean, hey, it's not a bad thing. So if you can use it to your advantage, definitely do so. So congratulations to everybody who's got their pieces of gear, their Tiltas and all their other Steadicams and stuff. I'm excited to see your work. Feel free to tag me on Instagram. My Instagram will be on in the description down below as well, Skygen Films. So yeah, it's a pretty short and sweet type of video. I just want to come on here and address you guys and address this thing here. So yeah. I keep saying, oh yeah. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I say, yeah, basically, like, yeah, so,
YouTuber shit, man.
yeah. You can cut it out. It's okay.
See, y'all won't hear it. Y'all won't hear it. See, exactly. Y'all won't hear none of that. I'm gonna sound so professional. Just kidding. I don't. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Skygen Films, Sarah Sky, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And you know how it goes. You know the saying goes, man. You know, the 12 of you guys who watch this, you know how the saying goes. And I never keep my promise, so I'm not gonna say it. Peace, love you. Oh my God.